Hi guys, so I'm at Trader Joe's, currently picking out which tomatoes to get. Okay, so now I'm picking out the cheese. Look how much pasta there is. This is the type that we got. Yeah, it's like the shells. So here's the setup for making the dish. I got these from Trader Joe's. This is extra if we need it. I'm using a square dish, even though the original recipe was like an 8 by an 11 inch, but I don't really think it matters. And then over here I have basil, and then this is the pasta I showed. This is the feta cheese, the star of the show, and then you can use garlic cloves, but I chose to use these frozen ones because it's a lot easier and it dissolves faster. And then just salt and pepper and olive oil. And then I also have this pasta seasoning. This isn't required, but if you just want extra seasoning because salt and pepper doesn't do all the work, you can definitely find any pasta seasoning you have. And yeah, so let's get started. So first you want to preheat your oven to 400, and then you're gonna add a little oil here. Add some of the seasoning first. Okay, so far I just put the salt, pepper, and then the little garlic. And I'm doing this with a glove on. You don't have to. You can use your hands just like as long as they're clean, or you can use a wooden spoon or a spatula. So what you want to do is you kind of just like want to massage it in there. Make sure that everything is nice and covered in oil. It's okay because we're going to season on top after, so it's okay if it's not perfectly coated, but you definitely want it to be really like. And now that it's massaged in, you're gonna add your second layer of seasoning, and for here I'm going to add the salt and pepper and also the pasta seasoning. Okay, so I stirred all the spices around, and then I put the feta in the middle. Be careful because the packaging does have some liquid in it, so you don't want to like spill that everywhere. And I'm going to add some fresh basil on top. But now once my oven is done, I'm going to put it in the oven for 35 minutes, and I'm going to take it out, check on it. And the water is almost at a boil. You definitely want it at a rolling boil. Okay, so the water's basically boiling, so I'm adding the pasta now. That's about 6 cups worth of pasta, and that's just gonna chill there for about 12 to 15 minutes. Okay, so I just took it out of the oven. Be careful when you do this because it's super hot. Now first, ooh, wow, look at that. I'm gonna stir this a bit and then I'll come back. Okay, I'm not even kidding here. It's been about 1 minute of me just stirring it, and it's come apart super easily. However, the tomatoes, I think they could do with a little more in the oven. And like you can see that seasoning, which is good. I'm gonna pop it back in for like 2 minutes, take it back out, and then just let it cool as our pasta cooks. An update on pasta sauce, I just took it out of the oven. It's definitely a little better now. So I would say 35 to 37 minutes, and added some basil onto it, and then I'm gonna okay, so our pasta is strained, and now I'm just gonna put it in there. Okay, so here is the final product. It took about an hour and a half. I definitely have leftover pasta over here. I used 6 cups in total, so I would say I have about 2 to 3 left. Now it's time for the taste test. So, final thoughts on the meal. My parents thought it was delicious and they said they would definitely eat it again. I thought it was good, but I do think that in the original recipe she should include more spices because the only real like flavor that came from it was the seasoning that I put in the pasta. That was like my own personal seasoning, and it wasn't from the like TikTok recipe. So I think you definitely need more than salt and pepper. But other than that, it was good and it was pretty easy.